thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Um, First things first. Yeah, zigzag zig, Lord, peace, peace. I definitely want to acknowledge. He wasn't my enlightener, but because my father was my enlightener. My father is my enlightener. My father's the first individual who gave me knowledge of self. You know, and being that today's the 17th, all right. Being that today is knowledge God, all being born to build or destroy. Um, one of uh, one of the initial God bodies uh, who I recognized outside of my home was God Sharif. And the God, I just got news that the God transitioned. Uh, I don't have the full details right now, but he was just one of East New York's Linden houses. Uh, one of the first individuals who was in the street that we heard do some magnificent, legendary thing. The God Sharif, and I'm talking about this back in the late 70s, maybe early 80s, had got shot in the face and took it, bounced back from it. So he was like one of the first that I knew of in East New York that had, you know, one of them incredible urban stories. So, for me to, open my social media this morning and to see his face and know that he had just reached out to me about 3 weeks ago and we were supposed to meet up shortly. um that was deep. That was deep this morning. I did not expect to see that. And of course everyone knows by now that I'm on the road. I had to come and lay eyes, you know, on family member who is, battling dementia and Alzheimer's. Um, so, I've been on the road for hours, you know, and you know, this has been the first time I've been able to sit down and settle. It's been consistent driving and stopping and getting and stopping. Um, so to open up my email and to see that the God transition, that's crazy. That's real. That was crazy. Again, like I said, I don't celebrate these pagan holidays much, but give me, I don't, and this is the reason why, because there's some very real things that's going on, very real things that's going on with us in real time, and when we lend to play in rituals that have continued to underserve us and have no purpose, you know, it can be very stressful. So, again, I wasn't raised in it. I respect other people's belief. I acknowledge what they do as far as it is. But I don't do that, And this is why, again, real things go on in real time. Um, so, I saw my family member. Um, he's doing best as can be. He's bedridden now, but he's still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. Um, and then to come and open up my Facebook and my IG. It was really IG and to see the God Sharif, what a lot of people don't know if they not from East New York is that the God Sharif pen was crazy as far as lyrics. He wrote with Source Money, and if you know who Source Money is, you know that he was one of Jay-Z's partners in rhyme. But the God Sharif wrote with both of them and penned um, a few songs. He goes writer for a lot of songs in the industry, so I mean, rest in power, to the God Sharif White and to all my East New York family, you know. Um, this is another blow for us. East New York been taking some heavy hits when it comes to, people of a particular age and era. So I had to get that business out of the way. Salute to all my moderators. T, what's up, baby girl? How you? I see Talib is in the spot. You dig? CS Black is Power, Grave Digger, what up, what up? Anthony Hill, salute. Patrick, Big Ma, salute. Facts only, what up? What up? Tonya, what's good? Diz, what up? What's going on? Son, peace, son, what up? Bliz, what's going on? Rizzo, salute. Decretia, salute. Rizzo 27, what up? Tamika Hicks, what's good, y'all? What's good? Luis, what up? Ninth, what's good? So, again, we gotta be mindful. We have to live purposefully because we don't have, time. We don't have control over time. We just don't. And now let's get down to business. When I was in a certain part of SC, if y'all don't know, y'all will know soon. South Carolina had a mass shooting at a mall. Anywhere between 10 to 15 people were hit, ages between 14 and 53. I'm looking, there was another mass shooting up here somewhere, and of course, we seen the assassination of the young brother in Michigan. But I want to express all of my tribe, because that's what you are to me. I don't get into this, subscribers and followers. Y'all my tribe. I need everybody in my tribe to start sharing, hashtagging this name, Quantize Lamar Burks. All right? And in the mix of everything that's going on, I know we're dealing with a lot, and there's a lot of issues, but we need to tend to this issue here because this is our era's Emmett Till, to say the least. Quantize Lamar Burks was brutally beaten and killed in the hands of law enforcement right outside of Charleston, West Virginia. Hasn't made national news as of yet, but it's gaining momentum. This man was arrested for a minor offense, and within 48 hours, he was beaten to death in the South Regional Jail, right? Um, Southern Regional Jail, South Regional Jail. It's a small county jail that's right there. It may be closer to Huntington, um, West Virginia. Right there, close to the home of Randy Moss and Jason White Chocolate Williams. They all raised in that area. So if you're in London, if you're in Sweden, Denmark, if you're in the Netherlands, and especially if you stateside, you're going to continuously get updates from me on this specific case. I'm in touch with some of the family members. Of course, you have, the regular ambulance chasers making an attempt to be on it, the NAACP, Urban League, all of those type individuals. I believe there was a press conference I couldn't get to that state. I'm still, several hours away from West Virginia, but they had a press conference at 10:30 this morning. The family's requesting a second autopsy. The initial autopsy showed that he was brutally beaten. Um, and the details that are starting to seep up out into our community is that there was somewhere close to 10 officers, you know, brutally beat. I mean, this man's body was beaten so bad that he had bones broken from the ankle on up. Literally beat his eye socket out of his head. Um, and for somebody who had just been arrested, that means that these men, or men and women, had to beat him until they were tired. Understand? That means with that amount of pressure, that means you try to essentially uh, pulverize this human being. It had to be worse than Rodney King, Mark, because he's dead. He is deceased. He is no longer there. Do you understand? He is deceased within 48 hours. And, I know a lot of people may not know the demographics and the population of West Virginia, but it is not highly populated. I believe that the county jail only holds about 600, maybe 700 individuals. And for a space like that, 10 officers means almost an entire squad. Almost every officer in the jail assisted in beating this man. So I'm on it. Again, I'm going to put the name and maybe attach the initial article in the body of this video. But I'm on it, and I want all of us to be on it and start hashtagging the name, spreading any updates that we have. Remember, Quantize Lamar Burks, Charleston, West Virginia. You are all welcome to start doing your own research on it. And we can even make calls to the facility. We can make calls to the state representatives, because we want this case looked in, and we want this family, to get the truth about what happened to this man, because again, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We know that we are not safe here, so you can only imagine what transpires once you are in the arms of law enforcement, totally vulnerable to them. Um, I mean, it is just, Lamar, yes, his name is Quantize Lamar Burks, Burks, Charleston, West Virginia, in the Charleston, West Virginia area. You know, you start researching, especially my folks in the UK. And again, I will be continuously giving you updates on it, if at all possible, and if they're up to it. The family, is definitely welcome, to speak on what is going on, on our outlets. All right. Definitely will do. Will do. So again, work is work. It's consistent. It's consistent, and I had to move out so quickly, um, when I left, because again, I don't leave much room for people to keep tabs on me, and where my next space is, where I'm going to be. You understand? I have to move like that. I'm not going to be someone who disappoints our people, by allowing people to get up on me, to infiltrate, to, um, you know, cause any harm that will hamper our mission. Again, not me. Others may play, I don't. Flower Balloon, peace, peace. Derek Bailey, salute, 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 salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Letitia Brown. Thank you. All right. So again, um, sleep, rest, and education, rest in mathematical alignment. Sharif White, man, East New York's finest, one of East New York's finest. Um, and we out, we on it. We are out and about and on it when it comes to, getting, I'm not sure if we can call it justice, but at least getting to the truth of what happened to Quantize Lamar Burks. We on it. Definitely, I'm going to use all resources, for the family. I've not physically met the family yet. Again, I'm not, not in West Virginia. I'm traveling. I'm making my way back to NYC soon. But until then, I'm going to keep the family informed. Of course, some of my moderators had direct contact. They knew how I was moving, so y'all don't never have to worry about that. Um, it's different, I'm telling you. Since this pandemic, it's been different. Salute, salute, Latish. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chat donation. Be mindful, again, we are not trying to allow YouTube to benefit off us. We are in war. So everything to the Cash App. Um, this way we can make sure we get the maximized amount of income, right? Income for our struggle and where we going. You dig what I'm saying? Because definitely, I've been saying it for the last few years that we are in a war. This is a global war, and it's not new. It's a war that's been going on for thousands of years. Um, the only difference now is that many of us are on an enlightened vibration. We see it, we recognize it. We just now have to make sure that we have specific strategies in play to assure our security. You understand? And give us the legs, to start winning some of these battles. All right? So, anybody have anything for me before I close? Um, any questions? No doubt, Idolo. No doubt. No, we can't bring everyone, but we can bring enough. And it is our duty. It's our duty to teach civilization to the uncivilized. It's our duty to bring people out of the triple stages of darkness. It is our duty, right, to do what we can for all. We are educators first. We are the true scientists. We are the true practitioners of what human beings mean in this state. So we have to do our duty. We know that everyone not coming, but we must move. All right? Be Amos, salute. The heat has been turned up this weekend. Hit me. I've seen a lot. Max, salute. I've seen a lot coming through not only my timeline, but Citizen app. There's been a lot going on all over. So, I'm here while I'm sitting. Let me know. Anybody have anything for me? Kelly Mills. Yeah, I'm gonna put my ways in there and just put Kelly Mills in the search and see what that give me. See if it give me a direct address so I could pop up. Salute. Drill mills, your music is taking our ass. How do you feel about this generation of parenting? This generation sucks. What I think about the shooting in South Carolina, well, I was not too far from it, so I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting and it's disheartening. But when our people are hurting and they don't know how to articulate that pain and they don't have any direction, no purposeful living, you're going to get that. And we spoke about that. I've been speaking about the dangers of unnecessary gun violence by misdirected individuals, displaced anger for years. And I said it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Yes, definitely. Cash App everything. Because again, we don't own YouTube. So look, let me tell you this. Let me picture this and put this in y'all lap. Imagine I was on Twitter, live on the Twitter phone chat, and you donated, and Twitter was getting a percentage. Now you just donated to whoever owns it and Elon Musk, since he's making an attempt to purchase it. Would that make you feel good? That doesn't make me feel good at all. At all. You understand? I'm not trying to get them any more wealthier than that, which is why, you're going to keep hearing others say, yeah, super chat donations, and I'm like, because we know, and we spoke on it several times, YouTube gets 40%, probably even more of it. There's no true way to count what comes through that. So I don't want our people in that habit. is good. Of course, it allows, right, what YouTube sees as far as this particular space donating or enhancing it from a specific degree. So then they'll push the videos into other people's timelines. And of course, whatever is strong in getting income from YouTube, they're going to put you in a certain level. That's just what it is, all the way around the board. So they encourage that. I don't. If you're going to donate to the people, and we know the people going to get it, send the cash app. That's direct. Because why are we going to get YouTube rich? We can use it as a vehicle to get the message out, right? Nothing wrong with that. But we're not going to, we're not going to get them wealthy. And we see the war is a world war, and everybody's positioning. We're not going to pay for our own demise, you know? And I want to do a very strong build on that later on. Because I've seen uh, the elder, right? Kaba Kameni, right? And now people are pushing his vid about stocks and bonds, and that we were the stocks, right? The stocks that are in bondage on Wall Street. Everybody's pushing it. Everybody's making it go viral. Again, I always encourage everyone to screenshot, screen record, edit, do the TikTok, do whatever. Put it on your IG page, right? Everybody is doing it with specific people who they push to the front because they believe that these individuals is giving them information that they don't already know. And I already explained to you, anything that I say, you know, I'm just pushing it to the forefront, getting it out to you so you can reconnect your consciousness to the information. So that's what leaders do. Leaders are great motivators, but all the power is within you. You know these things that I'm telling you. You know the things that I am articulating to you. All I do is spark it, bring it back to the front so you can utilize it. That's it. Once you utilize it, or once you're in a certain space, it is therefore then our objective to manifest, to make it tangible, to make it real. So now they running with this. Stocks and bonds. Stocks and bonds. Y'all running it. I'm seeing it. I done got that DM 10 times since yesterday. That the Baba, the elder, right, is giving a breakdown of Wall Street. And there was stockades up under Wall Street. And that we was in bondage. This is what he's saying, right? So why would anyone encourage you to invest in the stock market? Why would anyone encourage you to invest in real estate? Why would anybody encourage you to invest in cryptocurrencies? All of these investments are nothing but the same system. So now, when you invest in stocks and bonds, when you invest in Wall Street, you are investing in a whole institution that grew and benefited from the demise of your own people. So what sense does that make? That you have people telling you to be financially literate and all this other wild shit. So you're going to benefit from the labor of your brother? You're going to benefit off of the blood and flesh of your ancestors? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. You can't benefit off of that and make it make sense. But again, that's people argument. They always hit me with that. Nah, you can't be poor. Nah, generational wealth. And you, at any point in your accumulation of wealth, they're making more than you off of your investment. So that's why this whole thing has to fall. And there has to be a new way to make something happen. There has to be a new currency. There has to be a new economic stand. You have to do that. If you don't do it, then you're going to be twisted. So tell me, how can you grow when you're investing in the demise on us as an entire people? So you invest in stocks and bonds. You take the little bit that you get from your labor, the labor that they put a price on, the labor that they put a value on, you take pieces from that and invest it back into them in order for you to get something that is rightfully yours. I always tell you, you are priceless. There is not a man-made article, a man-made object, a man-made anything that can measure up to your melanated being. You are priceless. That is what the institution of capitalism has reduced you to. That is what they did with chattel slavery. That is how they continue to win, by getting you to submit to what they deem as your worth. That is what they do in sports. That is what they do in entertainment. That is what they do in the politics. That is what they do at any measure of this institutional financial system, is reduce you, a universal being of truth. They reduce you to a number, to a price. And the minute that you feed into it and become a victim of it, and are again persuaded by what? By marketing and promotion, you have lost your drive to liberate yourself. You have become a victim of someone else's truth, of someone else's idea of who you are. So at what point does it make sense to invest in it? What point? I tell you that all the time. At what point does it make sense? Makes no sense. You can't make it make sense, which is why you struggle, which is why it doesn't matter how much you acquire in those systems, you're still hurting inside. Spiritually, you're dead. You get confused mentally, and you have outbursts, and you kill each other, and you rape each other's children, and you humiliate each other in the eyes of the world, even though you have acquired what they deem as wealth, because you will never measure up. Why you won't measure up? Because you're trying to measure up in a system that is beneath you. It is a system that is beneath you, but you want to fit in it and measure up. And your whole existence is off. So as y'all keep pushing that and just keep letting the video flow, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Where do you need to invest in? Salute, Mickey Bundle, salute, comrade, what's good? Yeah, you went through one this week, and I'm just getting information that I went through one just now, man. We just lost Sharif, the God Sharif from Linden Houses. Ironically, from the 7 and 8 building, 570, 580 Stanley. One of the illest pens in hip hop. One of the illest ghostwriters. So, yeah, East New York, we've been taking a beating since this pandemic. Yeah, we have. But again, we have to make it make perfect sense. Our existence has to be more meaningful than that. And when you have people, that's your enemy. That's your enemy. Anybody who tries to devalue you and tell you you have to fit into this idea of a white man, this man's system, that should be your enemy. He's telling you that man sets the pace. When you up under that man's authority, you mean something. You are somebody. You are something. You ain't shit. If that's where you strive to be, if that's the ceiling, mentally, if that's where you at. All right? So again, I'll be back on later. Keep this name in your mouth. All right? Quantize Lamar Burks in Charleston, West Virginia. We're going to have to push it. We're going to have to push it. This is the worst beating by our oppressors in a good long time. I mean, he was beaten, severely beaten to the point of what they want to say is a heart attack. Like, he was beaten so bad that his heart can no longer take it. And, you know, the initial autopsy was one thing. Like, who does that? Who automatically sends out for an autopsy, for a coroner's report that quick if you had nothing to cover up? So they making an attempt to do it. And we got to keep that. We got to keep that in motion. We have to support the family as much as we can because we want the truth. Again, I always tell you, there is no justice when they take our life, because you have taken the physical life of someone who is priceless, who has no value. So we will not get justice, but we can get the truth and then respond to the truth that we were given. We have to make sure that we get to that truth in this case. So Charleston, West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, we have to let the Burks family know that we're on it. All right? And we're going to continue to push it forward. This is something that I'm giving you. If nobody else has given it and placed it into your lap, I'm placing it in your lap. Let's start researching. Let's start gathering resources so we can make the proper moves to get to the truth. Again, sleep in peace to Sharif. I'll be building with y'all later. Check IG. I should be on IG soon. Again, I'm on the road. I'm moving around. You can see, you know, y'all don't see this much. You know, I ain't never around all this shrubbery and trees and all this other shit. You know that. I'm out of the loop. You know that. And definitely, I hear all y'all. Everybody has direct access. You got my inbox. You have my DMs and all that. You know, I got a little bit more time today. I was consistently on the road. So, Now that I've been able to sit down for a minute, I'll bring the family, I'll bring the tribe back up to speed. You dig? Travel safe. Why don't you make me safe? Stars. You make sure I'm safe, Nisha. That's what you do. Send me some protection. Stop laughing, Kelly. I'm about to hit you in a minute. Y'all sure be wishing safe travels and y'all ain't trying to come rob me. I need some damn security. Come on. You know I want my sisters. What's up? Can I spell his name again? I'm going to put it 10 rings. I'm going to hashtag it in the body of this vid. All right? I'm going to do that for y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it on IG as well and on Twitter because we have to get some eyes on this. All right? We have to do that. So again, you know I love y'all. I love my family, my tribe, my comrades. Who show is fine? Michael, don't start no mess. I told you about messing with my queens. Now, who is show is fine? Who? I'm telling you, leave my moderators alone. One heart? I was supposed to do it one heart. I'm telling you. Your sisters will protect you like no other. You know that. I ain't playing. See, Kelly got the idea. Teach her, Kelly. Teach her, Kelly, please. You know? You dig? T, you sleep or goddamn T, you sleep already? You have one heart but lots of love. I hear you. Oh, talk that talk. God damn it. No macking in the chat. Thank you, Mark. Tell them ain't no macking in my chat. Y'all gonna leave mine alone. Yes. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Frank, what up, Frank? I ain't see you in a minute. What up? What up? Jersey, what's good? What's good? Yeah, so peace. I'm gonna holler at y'all. You tell it's 2 o'clock. I ain't even eat yet. You know how that shit is on the road. You know, everything else is more important than how you schedule and stuff. All right, I love y'all. Y'all know that. Remain militant. Keep your eyes open. Like I said, I wasn't too far from that South Carolina, Columbia mall shooting. And there was another mass shooting somewhere else where they hit 10 people. Keep your eyes open. All right? Keep your eyes open. Then there was something that happened in, I believe it was Cary, North Carolina last night. I got to check that shit out too. There was some shit that took place over there. So, again, always be on point. All right? And we got to build. Remind me, y'all, we got to build about the Brooklyn train shooting incident. That's a wasp? What the fuck? No. You know, because don't let them run with that narrative. And I see the dude Hog Newsom in his bullshit. Y'all trying, listen, this mayor don't have shit to do with what's going on right now and how it's being handled. These issues was here way before him. You know, and as Brooklyn Borough president, he should have known certain things. Like I said, this politics shit is stupid. They don't have the power that y'all believe they have. Power is always with the people. Trust and believe that the institution, once you in it, you in it. All right? But I'll be on in a few, man. Let me get something to eat. Get my little shit together. All right? Kenny Max, salute, salute. Salute. Peace and power, y'all. And stay away from my moderators, man. Stay away from my moderators. I ain't playing, man. Y'all better leave my women alone. Don't get me triggered. They minds. Yeah, all of them. Won't even act. All of them, yeah, all of them. I'm gonna catch y'all ass around none of my women's. Ain't that right, T? Kelly? All of them.